Okay, let me see something here. I gotta set this down, son. Okay, there we go. That looks better. I had y'all looking at the ring light. I'm on two devices, and I'm gonna wait a while for everyone to come through the door. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm on platforms. Two platforms. I'm on two platforms. Good morning. I'm just waiting for everyone to come through. Like, hit the like button. I'm on okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Good morning over here to you, Ohanas. And over here, good morning. Okay. I'm on YouTube too. So I'm on YouTube and TikTok. I have a new I was gonna say new tube. New tube YouTube. I have a YouTube channel too, which is Grandmother 5, and then also I have one vegan lifestyle, Mola's vegan lifestyle. One of my reasons why I'm on this morning is to talk and also story time, because I keep saying I'm gonna do the story time thing, and I just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you like to check out that, Grandmother 5 on YouTube as well. And yeah. So first off, okay, I'm gonna let people know my name. Not my real name, but my name. Everybody calls me Lisa, okay, in my family. So that's one. Or Mona Lisa. That's not my birth name, but don't nobody call me that. But you can call me Lisa, or you can call me Mona, or you can call me Mona Lisa. Okay. I'm 57, Midwest girl. Okay, so the time zone is Central Standard. Okay, so let me see if I got. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I got the. Oh, I'm so glad I put the do not disturb on. I love this phone because I can do it without going off the screen. Okay, good morning to everyone. And since I hit 1,000 subscribers, I already have that over here. I'm just trying to get people to come on, tap the screen, like. Can you like, please? And comment if you like. If is there anything you would like to know within a decent fashion of a way, I will share with you. But I'm a grandmother of 5. I take care of 5 of my grandchildren. Okay. Do I look like a grandmother of 5? Talk to me. I have 5 grandchildren. I have 3 granddaughters, 2 grandsons. I have 3 of them is 11, and not triplet. Different parents. And then I have one that's 10, and she'll be 11 in 3 months. And then my granddaughter, she's 8. Okay, that's the youngest. So get my words together. 3 grandchildren, which is girls, 2 are boys. And I have 4 grown adult children. Now, one will probably say, where's their parents? I take care of everybody. I'm gonna let this sit right there right now. Crickets, huh? I have a daughter that will be 34 November the 16th. Okay, she's a Scorpio. I'm an Aquarius. Okay, January the 30th is my birthday, 1966. I don't have no problem with telling nobody my year. Okay, I want to consider myself a reconnecting over here. And as transparent, okay, very transparent. Um, a lie is something that someone tell and they get caught in, right? Well, my thing is this. If you ask me a question in a decent way, like say for instance, somebody just come off the rip, I'm just saying, where you live. I'm not gonna tell you where I live. I can tell you where I'm from, but that don't mean where I'm at or I'm there. Okay? There's a difference. Okay. I like to think of myself as, like I said, transparent, honest, open. Some things about people's lives. Could you hit the like, please? Like. Hit the like. Some people's life, I'm on TikTok too, YouTube, is just that. Some people have more of a drama type of lifestyle. And me, I would like to consider my lifestyle, my opinion. No one else has to think the same way. Okay. Like, please. I like people are on here. Could you hit the like button, share, okay? Tap the screen. People's life is their life. If you decide to talk about your life or things that you like to share, that's okay. No problem. If you see me looking over here, I'm talking on YouTube too. I'm on TikTok and YouTube. I got 2 devices going. I got my tripod here and the tripod here with the ring light. This one I purchased off of Temu, and this one I got off of Amazon. So anywho, I got 2 phones, okay? Actually 4, but 2 of them that is worth getting on, and a tablet and a laptop. Anywho, I think people want the deep conversations of people's life. I hope I'm making sense when I say that. Because me personally, I can get on a platform and not saying I'm doing it because somebody else is doing it, because I'm not no follower or a copycatter. I'm doing it because I want to, or I'll be like, okay, we just did the same thing. I didn't know that person would do that, right? I could do the same thing, and it don't go right for me. And I say, maybe I'm not supposed to do it. Maybe that's the sign of it. I consider myself as a clean person. I consider myself as a caring person. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. Could you please like. I consider myself as I'm over here too. A caring person. Very caring. I love my family. I'm about to end the live over here because they ain't doing nothing. They're not.
Thursday night football on.
Apply for the grant. If you feel like you want to apply for the grant, DM me and I'll send it to you guys. Simple. If you can't find my links up.
Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I was on TikTok. I did that. So I'm just gonna finish my story time with you guys. So as I say, and I'm not gonna keep you long, but I'm on here also, like I said, trying to let a lot of people know a little bit about me, like an intro, and I have subscribers, and okay, so a little bit about me. So I have my grandchildren I'm raising. I make short videos in the morning time showing it's kind of like get ready with grandmother 5 instead of get ready with me. And I guess I could say it like that too. And it's a struggle. I ain't on here for no sympathy. I'm not on here for nobody to feel sorry for me. I'm on here sharing my life, story, journey, and etc. Okay. And I say all that because what do people want to see? What do people want to see? Right? Okay, hold on, y'all. Like I said, I have another device. Okay. Okay. Okay, so again, I was on TikTok. I got off TikTok. Okay, I have other social media platforms. I have YouTube, of course. I have another YouTube channel. This is Grandmother 5, and then I have Mona's Vegan Lifestyle, and then I also have Facebook, of course. But right now, I'm focusing on Okay, now I'm focusing on my YouTube because to me it's more important because I get the love over here and the support that I need. I needed the support. I was walking this morning and I shared in one of the videos that I did this morning what I was doing. And I'm doing it because support. I have to really say for support. And I'm going to share this out too. Okay. For the support. And like I said, story time, the support comes with me talking. Now, don't get twisted now. And I don't want to sound contradicting. I can go to a counselor, therapist, social worker, psychiatrist, psychologist, all of the above, right? A minister, what you call these support groups. Yes. I do go to a doctor and I share things with them. I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm on a lifestyle change. Okay. And right now, a lot of these things that I could be doing, because I'm working towards it, I'm not working for no one to just say, here, I'm going to hand this to her. Because for real, I never had anything handed to me for real. Okay, my mom and dad raised me and took care of me. But at a young age, I started, I don't know how old, but I can remember at the age of, this thing is doing something over here. Ain't got no business doing. I hope it ain't freezing over here. Because this is over here is. Like I said, I'm on another device. My life, I started watching children. And only God knows how long. But I can remember as far back as when I was 10. I'm going to start there, okay? Might have been earlier. Because we had siblings. But I'm talking about not just sisters and brothers. I'm talking about others, okay? What I'm doing here is trying to get my life back on track. And the reason why some of this stuff is my granddaughters, grandchildren, mine, is because I had a flood in my closet. I got some lives on here, our videos, I done showed it. And it started back in August 28, 29. So we're into October. So for a whole month and almost 2 weeks, I've been living like in a unpleasant way of living, I guess you could say. I don't like living like this. I got clothes all over the place. Do you hear me? I can turn around, everybody can see it. I don't know if you can see back there. You see those back there by that door? Okay, that's just the half of it. I got some over here. I got some. Let me see here. I'm gonna turn this around. Over there on the bed, there's clothes all over the place in this freaking room. And let me tell you, I said, girl, you got to get started. Some kind of way you have to get started. I went walking. My granddaughter, I'm going to fold some of her things, but also she's going to fold some. I'm not going to fold up all her clothes. I want her, she's 10, ain't like she's 2 or 3, and anymore. They're young out here. These kids are smart. Got technology and they see things that they go through and all this stuff like this here. And honey, boom. And so I said, okay, how am I going to do it this time? My plans on getting these clothes in order. I don't have dressers. So, let me see here what the size of these. Are these big girls? Okay. Are they mine? I think they're hers. But anywho, I don't have dressers. So I'm gonna get some hangers. Right now I'm folding, okay? And the reason why I'm folding is because I want to at least be organized a little bit. Cause honey, I can't take it living in this. It feel like a war zone to me. And stuff. What is my other side? So as long as I see myself starting, it helps. And I don't mean to be all over the place. My life is all over the place pretty much right now. So back on track. Oh, gosh. all my life, I feel like I've been doing this. And I'm telling the truth. Like I said, as far back as 10. Then I'm going to fast forward a little bit because about 4 years after that, I go into middle school. This is honest. And I started really having to, without a choice, take care of my siblings. Any one of them get on here, they can tell you. I have shared my live out. My life has been hell, okay? Hell. And sometimes I say to myself, am I ever going to be able to go on that vacation trip that I deserve? I talk positive to me, or to myself, I should say. I said to me, the hell I do. And I think positive. I'm not all into the, like, feeling all down, but I do be feeling down. Because at times I feel like don't nobody really give a damn about me. I really do feel this way. I do what I have to do. But then sometimes when I do what I have to do, I feel like I ain't doing nothing. And I think that's because I'm not doing nothing for myself. Okay? Just trying to make some sense of it. Like, who's that? Color Purple all my life. Y'all just don't know. And I ain't trying to beat around the bush. I need you. Come on, YouTubers, my fans, my subscribers, write a book. If anybody know anything about getting it started, comment in the comments. About getting started with a book. I have a journal that I'm a I'm a do. I have started it, and see, that's the thing. I think I'd be all over the place because my life is not in order to the way I want it to be. I'm trying to make sense. It's really confusing and to me chaotic. But see, that's when you have to stay focused and get it back in order. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to fall off nobody's bandwagon. I done been in that dark space, place, road, corner, closet, and everything. I ain't never been to the point where I want to kill myself. Now this blanket right here we go. I got 50 stories to tell and then some. This right here is, I think I've mentioned it before several times. I was a foster mom, and this is the baby's blanket. And I'm not going to let go of it. No, I'm not holding on to, I'm going to put it down here, to the past. Mm-mm. I think I gave this sticker. I'm pretty sure when she get in the house. And she's not with me. I had mentioned that before. So, ex of mine did something so cruel to me. And I had the baby almost 3 years. I got her when she was 17 days old. Like they say, if you tell a story once and you come back and say it again, you see all that glitter, that's the lipstick I have on. Okay, so let me see here. One day I'm gonna come on here and do like a lipstick thing. See all that? Okay. This is the lipstick or lip gloss I have on. I call it lipstick because to me, that's what I think it is. Even though it don't say it, lipstick, okay? The lip gloss is clear. And well, not just clear. I sell that too. I sell lip gloss, I sell sunglasses, I sell jewelry, and I sell candles. So if anyone's asking, how's that going? Not too good. That's why I got to stay focused. I really do. Because my life is not the way I want it to be. Mm-mm. It's not the way I want it to be. And even if no one get on my lives, I'ma show up and show out. And this is the truth. I have to do this for me. And I say myself first. Because I got to be together so I can be together for my grandchildren. Oh, and my daughter. I still didn't finish that story. No name on it, but I have a daughter. As I said, I mentioned already her age. She's 33, should be 34. I don't know actually what happened to my child. I can just only speculate. I believe she kind of had a nervous breakdown. Not kind of, she did. Mentally, okay? Mentally. This is my granddaughters. Like I said, some of her stuff I fold, but not every. Because she's going to help grandma. And it's hard for me. It's hard. It's hard. I could put up this face and make it look like I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna lie, but you know how sometimes a person can look at someone and say, she looks like she's going through something, or she looks like she's happy, but deep down inside she's not happy. Just sad. I'm very sad inside. But I don't like for my outward appearance to seem that way. And I say that because I know what I'm doing. She got a lot of shirts. I say that because I don't want to be sad. I have my grandchildren to live for, but also, okay, this is a dress. I always keep thinking it's a shirt, but it's a dress. But I'm sad. Ain't no other way to say it. I'm not gonna sit up here and sugarcoat or candy coat anything. And you know what the sad thing of it is? It's not because of me. But also it hurts me because of me trying to stay focused on my weight loss journey and do what I need to do for myself. It's hard. And Lord knows in heaven, I ain't trying to gain weight. I'm trying to take it off. But what people don't realize is stress could put weight on you. I have Graves' disease. Look it up. If anyone wonder what it is, it has something to do with your thyroids, okay? I have hypo. I was diagnosed in 1994. I want to say September. Wait a minute now, because my baby, it had to have been August. And if it wasn't, it was September. And I say that because my youngest at the time, either she was or wasn't, because her birthday's in August. That's why I'm saying like this. 2. Okay, so I'm just saying my daughter was 2 when I was diagnosed. And that's my baby, and she's 31 now. So those years, okay? I have weight problems that go up and down. I'm not going underneath no knife. I'm not having no weight loss surgery. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not hard-headed, but I can be a little bit more sterner with myself, okay? Say, for instance, if I go to the doctor and the doctor told me, for instance, I had real bad hypertension at one point in time, high blood pressure. And like I said, I'm telling you my story, letting people in. I got all these subscribers, and I'm pretty sure they want to say, what the hell is this woman on here for? So I try to be as straightforward and transparent as possible about me. That's letting people into your life. You ain't got to let everybody know every aspect of your life. No, you don't. But that's letting people into your life and letting them know a little bit about you. I'm not a boring person. I love to be funny. It might be in a little quirky way or whatever. The word I want to say is not quirky. Humorous. Oh, excuse me. I'm scared to sneeze. That's why I'm doing it. Oh, excuse me. Whew. And I got it from my dad. And it's funny, my granddaughter is the same way. My oldest daughter's daughter is the same way. So, as I said, I'm trying my hardest to stay on track. It's just hard. Like right now, what I'm doing, I'd like to do a little recap. I'm talking about my life. I'm talking about letting people introduce, like an intro type of thing. I have a lot of subscribers. I want more. I want fans. I want subscribers. I want followers. All of them to the same. If you're a subscriber, you're a fan, a follower, however. And I know a lot of people like to know, somewhat about people's lives. It could be the ugly, the good, bad, and the ugly part of it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have ugly parts that's part of their lives, right? I have some horrible parts. I do. My story. But what I'm talking about is doing for my grandchildren. Y'all see Grandmother 5, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think what's really kind of like bothering me now, I need to stop saying kinda. What's bothering me now is it's about to be winter. I don't like to procrastinate. And it's about to get cold. Where I live at, it snows, okay? And I don't have a car. That's my biggest concern right now in my life. And I say that so much because I'm working on my health. I have a roof over my head, water, lights, gas, phones, food, etc. But when it's just you and you add people, bodies, mouths, okay? That's when it gets hard. Ain't no state taking care of nothing. I had, like I said, I think yesterday I was about to start the conversation. I had a foster child for almost 3 years. I just showed her blanket. I folded it up. 3 years. I'll have a baby, but I have baby. My youngest is my baby still, and then I have grandbabies. And I'm keeping that blanket. I had that baby for almost 3 years. Did y'all hear me say foster? Yes. And did nobody give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies for that child? Then no state give me nothing. There was this worker, because they would have to come, because they had changed it so much to where they'd come to your home. You have to take the child to like the juvenile court, or to like the, I guess you could call the welfare office, DFS, social, whatever people call it in their town, because it's different. DFS, SRS, social reliability, all these different names they got for them, right? And they do that because they had so many kids. Listen, I'm giving everybody something, right? A lot of kids got lost in the system back in the days. So what they do is, I know what they're doing it for. They want to check see if the child's been abused. They want to see if anything, if you still okay, like I guess maybe health-wise. It's just a lot of different things. They would come to my home. I would take her to those places I named. Her mother, and this is not nothing bad, was such a sweet person. But she was afraid of the person she was in a relationship with, which was their father. I want to say, she had 3 kids by him. The oldest one wasn't his. And she was so scared of him. She even went to the point of going to a woman's shelter. And she went to the woman's shelter and left her children there. She was pregnant with the baby that I ended up getting. She had 3 kids, 3 boys, okay? That was older than the baby I got. And how I ended up getting the baby, I didn't know this girl. Not at all, okay? My niece, my 2 sisters, and my mom, and I think my brother, but I'm not for certain, but I know those 4 I just named for certain. Oh, excuse me. Knew her parents, okay? Knew them, not knew of them, knew them, or known them, however you want to say it. And my niece knew that I was a registered child care provider in the state I'm in. I still am. Since November 1999. I still got the same DCN number. If somebody was to knock at my door or call me, or like the girl over here, she got 3 boys. If she was to ask me, which she has, but she don't want to get, she don't want to get child care for the baby because of the father. That's her business. But let me tell you, I want the state to pay me because I done been done wrong. Okay, so if she was to go to the welfare office, wherever, food stamps, whatever, it's not that you got to get food stamps either. It could be affordable income or low income, and you meet the guidelines. Okay, so it's out there. It ain't just because of people being poor. What is poor? Okay, and so being that, oh goodness, I was registered. The baby was in the hospital. She had the child. The child never went home. Never. She was taken from the hospital, like when the mom was released. The baby had to stay in there, and they transport the baby to an orphanage or a replacement place. But I think they said orphanage. That's what they call it. And my niece had mentioned me to her. I think it was her dad. And the lady called me, the social worker that was at the hospital with the mom, doing all the necessary, paperwork and arrangements for the child to go into the foster or the orphanage. She contacted me. She came over to my house. She interviewed me and my husband at the time. They did a walkthrough. And I ain't talking about no half walkthrough. They looked in the cabinets, the bathroom, down in the basement, all this to see, because, people can be clean in one area and probably not in another. Honey, that's never been a problem of mine. For someone to come and walk through my house. I had this happen again. And when the lady had came, she knocked on the door. And she said, I come here to do like a, what word I want to use? Like a walkthrough to make sure, like, to see if the child had this or that, right? I said, okay, you can. I sat downstairs. She went in my kitchen, turned on my water, my stove, looked in my cabinet. She walked upstairs because at the time I had stairs. She went in every room and she came back down those stairs and she said, ma'am, your house is together. Okay. I helped, at the time he was my boyfriend, I guess you could say, helped him get his deposit back from a house he lived in. It wasn't mine. It was his and his previous family, okay? That's a whole story in itself. I didn't bring no marriage up. The woman had passed away. I wasn't even in the same state. But anywho, it still was messy. He moved out of the house because I didn't want to live in no house where your wife and you lived at, and she passed away. You had a whole family up in here. That's disrespect to me. I don't care if the woman's gone or not. That's me. I have a conscience. So when we moved out, I helped him. And the only thing he had to do was wipe down the wall. And I think it was magic marker or crayons on the wall, like by the light switch as we went out. He did that. Don't you know that man got his deposit back? And this is the honest truth. He told me, and the landlord said, by you helping him out, because he had went, I'm trying to keep it clean. He had went in the house previous, and the house was, no. Matter of fact, he had real bad roaches, okay? I'm trying to keep it cute. And I would go and visit him because at this time I was living with my mom. And I'm like, why every time I come over here, the lights are off? Dog, I am not lying. The lights were off because he had real bad roaches. I'm so serious. My mom would come over and I tell her, make sure you keep your purse in the car or zipped. Scouts honor, no lie. Don't you know I helped this man get rid of those roaches? By bombing, throwing away stuff. I mean, that didn't even be in the place, okay? But that was his decision because at the end of the day, it was my house. I mean, like papers, just the house was a mess, okay? He threw all the stuff away. And once he threw the stuff away, then you could see things, right? Like the cabinets and the doors and floors and all that stuff, right? Bomb this place every month. Leave the be twice a month. I'm so serious. Why is it that people see roaches and they won't kill them? That don't make sense to me. You see a roach and you won't kill it? Then he had mice in his roommate's room in the closet. Once he started throwing things out, I am cricking it for real. There was baby mice. He had mice so bad to one day I stayed the night. And heard something crunching. Tell me why a mouse was, well, we didn't see it, but we heard it, had went up in the cabinet and ate a whole box of taco shells. Food, corn, okay? So as I say, I'm just recap. The baby was in my care. I didn't get no money from her, but one time, see, I'm going. I haven't got off track of what I was talking about. And so I had a social worker come, and her husband played for a football team. I forget what name of them was, but her husband was a professional football player. She gave me one gift card, and it was $150. And she did that on the strength of, I don't know really why, but I'm just saying, being generous, maybe. I don't know. That was the only thing I got for that baby. I didn't get no food stamps. I didn't get no money from the state. You know, when they place a child, I didn't get none of that. I took care of that little girl even when I was married, because I had a horrible marriage, and I got rid of him because how do I look having this child in my care, and her mom and dad's situation was horrible, and she's in mine? Come on now, check yourself at the door, girl. And that's what I had to do. Me and my oldest daughter. Took care of this baby. I couldn't put him out because you got to go through family court. But eventually I left. He had rights to her too. And I'm so serious. You would have thought she was our baby. He had more rights than I did, pretty much. Almost like being that he was in the household when we got her. One day, I don't know if I was sick. I believe I was sick. Had to have been. He took her to the courthouse for supervised visits, and also it would be her mom's, whoever, counselor, social workers. It would be her grandmother and great grandmother, and whoever else, the judge. This is how serious it was, because she was a minor. Other brothers and stuff would be there too. And this was the day that they was determining if the kids was going to get adopted out. In fact, it was. 3 of them got placed together. One of them got placed with a couple that never had children. And they got their baby when he was about, I want to say 19 months, 15 months, 19 months, one of the two. And they got him. They never had a child of their own, okay? This man was so mean, so spiteful. He left my baby there. He came back. He made it sound like she was supposed to be left there, you know, because them about to be adopted out. It's still a process, okay? She still was supposed to be with me. This happened a day after my birthday. My birthday is January 30th. It happened the 31st. That broke my heart. Broke my heart. I had the baby. I got the baby when she was 17 days old. And she was 4 months for being 3 years old. My daughters and my son loved this baby. And I made the decision knowing that I was going to, you know, get her or whatever. they knew about it. And you couldn't have told them that she wasn't their sister. My son, I remember, he would go to work at Wendy's, get off, come home, and leave the beer. I'm asleep, she sleep, or she might wake up. He said, Mom, I got this. He would feed her, change her diaper, Pampers, or whatever, and put her to sleep for me. My oldest daughter, let her sleep in her room. So she wanted the baby bed in there because she wanted her to be in there. And she got a tattoo on her arm in Chinese letters, writing, and it stands for beautiful. So when I had my daycare was named Beautiful Beginning. Okay. I'm gonna show you how God works in my favor. He went around telling everybody that I gave that baby up and didn't want her no more. I bought everything for the baby. You know, it's something when you go and sit in a place, it's like a conference room. The grandmother and the great grandmother would be in there, and the grandmother and the great grandmother would say these to me, the words to me. You're doing a good job. You're doing an amazing job. The baby always came, and it was just because I was taking her to these places, looking cute. I had her in girly colors. My sisters and my kids made fun of me because I got her a dress with flowers, and I still got it in my closet. It's raggedy as hell. I have a flower dress too. Matter of fact, I purchased it for my sons. No. Whoa. Okay. My son's graduation. My son's graduation. Because I got her in 2005. Yeah, because she was born in 2005. I don't know why I always used to say my daughters. I got her in 2005, and my son graduated on a Sunday. I got her that Monday when I went to court. They gave her to me because they had already did everything. They did the FBI background screening, the fingerprint, the walkthrough. They checked me, him out, and whoever's over 18 in the house had to get background checks. And I ain't talking about just no local. I'm talking about nationwide. Okay? Call references and everything. And they just want family. Workplaces. Just places that, you know, you don't really know the people, but you work with them. Bosses, supervisors, all that. We had to tell them. He left the baby there. So when I got her, she was 17 days old. So we're coming around. That's a year, 2 years. So 2008. Yes. January 2008. But let me tell you something. Fast forward. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. 2011 or 12. I want to say 12. I was going through something. I was depressed, sad. At this time, my brother had got murdered. My mom was sick. I was in a bipolar relationship marriage. Overweight, fat as hell. I'm saying that about myself because I wasn't happy. I wasn't healthy. I looked at older than I do now. I was 42. $42, $43. I looked at old. And I'm saying this about me. I had A lot of problems. Oh, there's more to come. But as I said, fast forward. The lady that was the caseworker over these children, came to my house because she had to assess me, because at the time I didn't have this baby, okay? Mind you, I said 2011, 12, okay? The baby was gone, okay? 2008, January 31st. My birthday's 30th. So I don't want nobody to say, you had the baby and you did it. No, after that baby got left, and I found out about the cheating. It's almost like I wasn't suicidal, but I was in a dark place. I was sad. This baby, I had this baby. I remember getting up. He camcorded everything at the time. I wish I had those camcorder recording tapes he had, because he got tapes of my kids and all this stuff, and I want this, right? I felt like somebody had whooped my behind. Because at the time, my baby, had to have been, I want to say 12, maybe. The lady came to my house. And before she came, she called. And I remember her name right to this day. Her name is Jennifer. My daughters live with me. My oldest, my baby, and her husband now, but he was her boyfriend at the time. None of my kids had kids. I didn't have no grandbabies or nothing at this point. Or did I? Because they was born to. Maybe had one. I don't think so, though. I said, "Can I ask you something?" I said, "Your name is really familiar. I keep hearing this name in my head." The last name of the kid's name was Hughes, Hughes, right? I don't know if their name got changed when they was adopted out. Probably so. Mind you, she was not even 3. So she was still young. She's 18 now. I don't know if it was an open or closed adoption. Don't you know, the same lady that was those kids' caseworker at the time, and she ended up moving to another company. That's why she came to my house. She was working for a whole different company, but her background, what she did. She told me that he left my baby there. How mean? He left her there. As I said earlier, like I said, I'll get caught up in what I said. They was getting adopted out, but not that day. She was supposed to come back home, because it's a process of what you got to do. But they was getting adopted out. She told me, I asked her, I said, "Could I ask you something? What happened to my baby when they went to court that day or whatever?" She said, "Your husband left her there." I put this on. I ain't putting it on nothing because I'm telling the truth, okay? January for a long time, and I'm stretching it, okay, was hard for me. It's gonna be a part 2 because I've been on here an hour already, and I want to come back on here. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna come back on, but not just yet. Horror month for me, and if I forget, I can go back to the this one and say, where did you left off at? Hard month for me. My granddaughter that lives here, her birthday is January 10th. That's a good day. 10 days after she was born, my mom passed away, January 20th. 10 days before my birthday, she passed away. We laid my mama to rest. I don't like saying buried. Laid her to rest January 31st. The same day my baby was left there at that place. Then, on that same day as we laying my mama to rest, her oldest brother, one of her oldest brothers, I think she had 2 oldest brothers, passed away on the same day. At first we heard the 1st of February, but nevertheless, they ended up saying the same day, but even if it was the 1st, a day after my mom. January for a long time was hard for me because it went from the baby being gone in 2008. My brother's birthday just passed, which was yesterday, October the 11th. He was my baby. We got him. My mom had 4 girls when he was 5 months old. We never said the word of adoption. They, try to match the child back then. We took a family portrait. I was 12 years old. I was in the 6th grade. And I remember he had a little toy that you turn. And they used to say, my name is Michael. I used to sing that to him all the time. He's a Libra. I'm Aquarius. I love, and I know about this compatible stuff, of course. But as time goes on, I know it to be true. My kid's father was a Libra. His birthday is the day before my brother's, the 10th of October. My brother's the 11th. My mom's birthday is October 27th. And October is a sad month for our family. My grandmother, my dad's mom, birthday is October the 4th. My kid's father, the 10th. My brother's the 11th. My cousin, I can't remember, of hers was the 3rd. Then a cousin of mine, which was her daughter. Then my mom, all their birthdays in October, and all of them is gone. It's no longer here on this earth. Might be sitting beside me, but they're not here. And I'm doing well with that. But I mean, January, I'm surprised I'm not an alcoholic. I didn't drink hard liquor. So what? Alcohol is alcohol, right? I drank Arbor Mist. That was a drink my mom introduced me to, but she was on dialysis. And she said, we used to make fun of her in a sense. She said, they said we can have a little wine. Okay, Mama, they said a glass, not the whole bottle, right? So we used to kind of joke with her on that. And I took care of my mom. Mm-hmm. So the tears was there for a long time. I miss my brother. His life was taken. My cousin, her birthday is 25th of October, which her mother's birthday was the 3rd of October. Okay. Her life was taken. They was murdered. Okay. Then my sister's daughter life was taken. My brother's daughter's life was taken. My mom lived at 19th in Monroe. She was found, like 20-ish, 30th of Monroe. And my brother was murdered on 80-something in Monroe. I can give everybody the state and city. You can look it up. I lost it when my mom passed. To the point, she passed away in 2014. And I think I went back to the doctors for a follow-up because, like I said, I have to get medicine. I have Graves' disease and blood pressure problems at the time, too. So it was like a 3-month follow-up and check and all that stuff. And I lost it in that doctor's office. I swear to you, I lost it to the point. Me, my oldest daughter, and her husband, my grandbaby, had talked about moving. And actually, we had preparations because we was going to move. And my doctor wrote a statement, signed it, notarized it for me to give to the office where I lived at so they can give it to the corporate office so I can break my lease. So I had, what was that? We left in April 29, 2014. So May, June, July, August, September, October. I think 5 to 6 months for my lease to be over with. And instead of me paying the whole amount that would have been due, they made it to where I just had to pay half or a little under. Excuse me. We left April 29, 2014, moved to Jacksonville, Florida. And we initially picked that because my kid's father was supposed to be moving to Daytona Beach, Florida, back to Daytona Beach, Florida. He was sick. He had strokes, and he wanted to be close to family. And so he changed his mind. I found out why. It wasn't because of his family, somebody else. And hey, he was a Libra. Very smart. Most Libras are very smart. I have a grandson that's one. And his IQ is off the scale. So serious. Smart. Like genius smart. September the 30th. He just turned 11. And so we left on the 29th of April. My daughter had everything to the T planned. We stayed in a hotel for 30 days. Then we ended up having to extend it for, I think, another week because when we moved over there, we was moving into a place. We found one. Okay, we got there. It was on a Thursday. We found one, I want to say the following week, a place this quick. But they had to do an inspection and check it out and all that stuff. So we ended up staying in a hotel, I want to say a month and a week or so. We flew from the state where we at to Jacksonville. And when we got to the airport, the shuttle took us to our hotel suite. Didn't have to pay for that. The hotel suite where we stayed at, it was just for tourists. Locals couldn't stay there. Nice place. They served breakfast, everything. Nice room, refrigerator, the whole 9 yards. It wasn't no raggedy hotel. Until one day we had to take everything we had because we didn't know we was going to have to extend. And we went to the Red Roof. That was the most horrific experience. I say this because people was knocking at our doors. Trash was underneath the bed. My granddaughter at the time was 2, barely, because she had turned 2 May 24th, and we left April 29th. Like I said, I don't uh, recapping like she didn't want to take a bath. The tub was like for small people. It wasn't no big person. I don't care if you skinny, fat, tall, long, or what. You could not get in this tub. And if you did, you couldn't stretch your legs out. Horrible. The toilet was closed by my son-in-law got bit by gnats or whatever in there. Man, it might have been bed bugs. We called that hotel and we extended. We moved up, but we had a lot of stuff too, y'all. But mind you, I didn't get to the part. My daughter had shipped her car over there. I had it transferred over there. And her car was there the same day we got there. I think it came like, we got there probably like 3-ish, and her car was there by 4. We had our stuff, shipped over there that we was going to take like beds and stuff like that. I can get into the reason it was, the money was right then. Okay. I just say it like that. So we was able to do that. And she had a vehicle, so that helped. Plus, where we stayed at was a lot of amenities. And the hotel that we had to leave out of one to go to another was just across the street, but we still had to take all our stuff, right? When we came back to that hotel, you should have seen us. We could have gotten in that tub, the shower, whatever, fast enough, change clothes, bed, all that, because it was so, so nice. My granddaughter, when we got there the first time, oh, she was so cute. She was a brave little girl, brave baby. My daughter ended up having to get her some more shoes because she wanted to be a big girl. She rolled her little suitcase through the airport and everything because we had the one with the wheels. She her ankles swole. She was jet lagged. She slept. I got pictures and everything of this. We found a place, and before we moved, I wanted to come back home. And I made my daughter sad. I ain't leaving out nothing. I'm not. She cried. I cried. She said I was abandoning her. I was leaving her. But I was lost because of my mama. It's so serious. I apologized to my baby. She forgiven me. But also I felt like I lied. Okay? And the reason why I say I felt like I lied is because she has always been there for me. And so even us taking the trip over there, I paid for my own ticket, but she paid the extra $100 so I can fly first class. When we got there, we paid. The hotel was already paid for. But when we got our place, we all went in 3 ways, her, me, and her husband, for everything. Had my own room, own bathroom. I gave them the bigger one because it was 3 of them. We had a 2-bedroom, 4-bath because they go by heartbeats and all that stuff, right? It could have been her and her husband, me and my granddaughter, but she was a baby still. So they had a bathroom in their room and the hall one. Did nobody use? It was mine. I even decorated it. I got there, felt homesick, felt lost, felt confused. My mind was like almost like racing of being undecisive, okay? But where it gets ugly at is I came my ass back here after I told my daughter that what I was going to do. And my plans was I wasn't going to live with nobody. I was going to go to a woman's shelter, once one was available, because I know sometimes it takes a while to get in there, and I was going to get on my feet. I ended up staying with my baby girl, which that wasn't a problem. That wasn't the reason why, because I had my own room, okay? TV, bed. But I didn't want that. I wanted to kind of like, I don't rely on people, but I wanted to, I guess, kind of like do my own thing in my own way or whatever. But I left here leaving a guy that I was with to come back here to have something to do with him, but not to be in a relationship. But I said I wasn't going to be around him, period, because he didn't mean me no good either. No. Only to get back here, July the 8th is when I came back, okay? Left April the 29th, came back 2014, same year, July the 8th. August, September, October, December. 4 months later, my baby sister's oldest daughter, her 3 children, which was my sister's grandbabies, her son's girlfriend was killed in a car accident. That's murder to me, because how they was killed. Okay. And my brother's daughter was murdered. Same week. Maybe 4 days, 3 days apart. She was murdered first and then them. And I was here for my sister to support her. She wanted me to stay in a hotel with her or next to her. I didn't have no money. And she paid for it. But I repaid her back too. Because I know how people take advantage of her. She had came across a little bit of change. I just say it like that. And she begged and pleaded, begged and pleaded, begged and pleaded. And I said, okay. And she said, I'm going to need you, Lisa. I'm the mama of the family. I have an older sister, but she's in a different state. Only to go back over to my sister's house under me. So I have 2 sisters under me, the one directly under me. Her baby girl, she had 2 sons, have 2 sons, and had a daughter. Said, I want someone to help with my mom, to save my mom's life. And that rang the bell to me. And it was because a year prior, my mom, then the babies and my nieces and stuff like that, and uncle. I said, I got to make a difference. My sister didn't have no idea that I was going to do this. I started visiting her. Then I start coming over more. Then I spent the night, and then I moved in. She didn't have no idea what I was doing, or why I was doing it for, or what I was doing it for. She knows now, because she just said something about it the other day to her fiance. I helped her on her journey. And I was really tough with her. And when I seen that she was serious, I cut the cord. And I'm not saying this because of her. I lost myself in all of that happened. Brother, mother, nieces, sister, relationship. I lost myself. I'm gonna show you how God works, and then I'm gonna end this live and come back on probably a little later. A grade school, middle school, high school friend that I raised up with, and when I said raised up, she literally stayed in the back of us. There was a alley. Their house is like catacomb, but literally, you look at her house, went to school together, all that. Mom would take us to school, blah, 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 blah. Come to find out, her mother's birthday, didn't know this at the time, but found this out later on in life in 2016. Her mom's birthday, same day as my mom, October 27th. She is an Aquarius, and so am I. Didn't have no idea of this when we was growing up. Okay, didn't nobody think of, birthdays and signs and stuff like that, right? We reconnected. I want to say it was October of 2016. She came and got me. I spent because I live in a different state, but she came, picked me up, took me to our hometown, state, or whatever. She brought me back, and I told her, I said, girl, I'm coming back, and she probably didn't think I was. I ended up going, staying another week. Then I went back and stayed 30 days. Had an amazing time. Good time. I mean, good time. But all in the good time that I was having, every night I was crying myself to sleep. She didn't know this. Hospitality was off the chain. She's very clean, organized. She's a licensed daycare, so she had to be, but I mean, her place is amazing. Had my own room. She has it set up to, like, if somebody stays, she makes sure she takes the sheets off. She wipes down the plastic. I'm not lying. She's very clean. I was crying myself to sleep every night. I met someone, but not in no relationship kind of way. I don't care who's looking at this, but I could tell my truth. I was talking to someone, but the relationship part of it was over. It was over with in probably 2012 or 13, but you know what? I was still trying to be a loyal friend. I met this guy, and it was her cousin. She did not hook us up. She did not hook us up. Matter of fact, she didn't even know. He just was commenting on, like, if I comment on her post on Facebook or have a picture and she see it, people, I guess they be scoping down the line of people's friends. I guess I think that's what people do. He reached out to me. I ain't gonna say what all he said. And this was November the 9th, 2016. I never forget that day because that's my son's birthday. He was helping me heal. Later on, he didn't know what I was going through for a friendship with someone, which was a guy. But people can feel, your energy sometimes. And we weren't in the same state or town. Loyal. I can call him. He can call me. It wasn't no certain time that I could call. It was, I remember he was working. And he got off because the time zone is, wait a minute, let me get it right now, an hour behind mine. And he'll tell me what time he get off. Call me when he was at lunch, on his way home, and that night, because the type of work he did. And I ain't talking about no 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm talking about hours. But y'all gonna think I'm lying when I say this. I've seen him. I know he ain't no catfish. We done FaceTime a million times. A million. Fell asleep on the phone. All the things. This is as time going on, okay? And no beginning. I saw his family members home, friends, saw them. They saw me. But this is where it gets tricky. We never actually seen each other in person. Never. And he's not married. I know this to be facts. Like I said, this wasn't no once a week conversation. It was an everyday conversation. And I missed that part because he would be at work and we would be listening to music. He know I love Teddy Pendergrass. There's music that he would send to me and we would talk. And as time went on, I know I love him. I still do. And I know he loved me. But sometimes love can just be keep it the way it is type of thing. He was the only person. Now, I'm not saying my kids, but I'm talking about outside of my children that I had truly there for me. Even when I lost my kid's father in 2017, he would call to check on me. He would ask me things like this. Anybody come by and send some flowers or to the funeral home or come to check on you and things like that? How could you forget somebody? I'm not going to turn my back on that person. He hurt me one time, but also he apologized. Matter of fact, he apologized to me again. Probably, I want to say, quote me wrong on this, probably 3 months ago. Because as time went on, he knew a little bit more about me, okay? I've been knowing him since November 9th, 2016, so 17, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, okay? 7 years. Almost 8 years. A friend. So sometimes I said, I need to stop saying I don't have nobody. I guess I'm saying it in a probably an intimate way, or it could be like in person. Can you be here in the flesh so we can go to dinner, movies? It's not an intimate, well, intimate thing could be that, right? Not in a sexual thing, not in a sexual way. I'm not saying that. No. Mm-mm. I like his demeanor. I like the way he is, the way he dressed, the way he talks to me for us like, don't let that man, or if I talk to him, it ain't like I'm talking to him about a man, but he'll tell me things about men. Let me say it like that. Okay, let me say it like that. And I'm like, wow, knowledgeable stuff. I'm so serious. It's almost like he's a friend, brother, but he could be a friend lover. I'm just saying, homie, lover, friend. But he was there for me. I cried on the phone to him so many times. A lot. And he'd tell me not to stop. I remember one time I was going through something with my son. Oh, y'all just don't know. And I was crying hard. And he was on the phone. He did not hang up. And he told me to go in the bathroom. I'll never forget this. It's a very good method. I went in the bathroom and I cried. And when it seemed like I was coming down from crying so much and hard, he told me these words. Don't do that no more to yourself. Wash your face. He didn't say not to cry now, but the way I was letting it consume me. okay? And he knew the story. I'm not saying it here, but it was something deep. Oh, I'll get into it one day. I never forget that. So when people say a guy can be your friend, he still is. He sent me something real sweet yesterday in my message. I don't talk to him every day. I had to pull back a little bit because I know my situation, how I am. He could be somebody I marry, okay? I love him, but I really do. Ain't no lying. I care a lot about him because I know he's been there for me. And I said, you know what? I'm talking about the attention. And y'all, ooh. Other than my kid's father. And at first I thought I was married twice. I thought my second husband at first was going to be somewhat like that because he was very attentive. Work, he wasn't no bum. He had mental problems because of other issues that happened to him, truly. But he took it out on me. It seemed like he was bringing it out on me because he never healed from it. And that's what this guy, the one I'm talking about, I can call him straight through on Messenger, FaceTime. I wasn't on nobody's time. You know, he'd call me. He's seen me. He knows my journey, all that. I used to be self-conscious of my weight. I used to be self-conscious of my gray hairs. Not no more. And despite how I feel, I'm about to end this live. Despite how I feel, I'm going to come back on here. This is going to be a part 2. This is part 1. I came a long ways. And I'm going to end it on this note because I know I said it and I didn't finish it. I have a daughter I take care of. And I ain't talking about take care of like in a way, why are you enabling? I have no choice. It's like I have rights and power attorneys over her. I really believe my child had a nervous breakdown. I didn't know where my child was. She's a grown woman. When she was staying with me before she left to be where she's at. To me, because we know how she is, she was okay. I'm not going to say she was normal. What is normal? She was okay. This was in 2019 because she went to where she's at to be with her son and his father for his birthday. His birthday is September the 30th. And it was like the week before, I want to say. 2 years, almost 2 years, I didn't know where my child was. I have heard from her in the beginning. And then where she was staying at, staying at an Airbnb for like, oh gosh, I want to say 2 months or whatever. And then, you know, something happened between her and her child's father. I don't want to get into that because I am not trying to get emotional. And she said, Mom, I'm going to the police station. And I'm like, whoa, what is going on? She said, because I'm about to be homeless. You didn't think I said, you're going to be homeless to come home? You had a home. You could come home. I ain't never closed the doors on my children. All of them live with me. I'm talking about from graduating high school on up until adult, having their children and everything. I had my baby girl, her man, baby. The one I'm talking about, her baby and her man. So that's 6, 7, 8 people. But they had the rooms because there was 2 rooms upstairs. Well, actually 3, because mine. And there was a bathroom in the hall. And then I had mine in my room. And then it was a big place. It wasn't small, congested, because like I said again, everybody had their own room. 2, 3 people in the room, the babies and the parents. When I found out what happened to my child, so that's gonna be a part 2. I'm gonna end on the note. I ain't gonna forget, because like I said, if I do, I'll come back on this one to remember where I left off at, or I'll write it down. So on this note, everyone, I'm letting you know a little bit about me. Recap. I call my subscribers Ohanas, meaning we are family. Okay. Grandmother of 5, kind of struggling, and I say that in a way of, like I said, there's 6 of us, not 1. And I'm working so hard to get a vehicle. I say car, but same difference. I need a van. I need a van. It's about to get cold where I live, Midwest. It gets cold, snow. Right now it's tolerable because I got coats and jackets, but I'm talking about when it gets snowing. Oh my gosh! I'm like, okay, so I got to put in my mind how I'm gonna do this. Like I said, I work things out. I'm not asking no one. My hands is not like this, okay? But I have a Cash App, which is $ F.A. Kelly, Kelley, all capital letters if you want to put it, or small. But the F.A. is capital, and then Kelly, Kelley, is my Cash App. And I'm about to get a P.O. box. Because I've been showing my jewelry, and I got 3 customers, and I sold 1, 2, 8 pieces a couple of days ago. And every piece that I sell is not getting spent. I don't care if it's $2, even though it costs more than that. It's going in my savings, or to save towards a vehicle. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a content creator on Facebook, and I'm be honest. I was doing that. They had owed me a lot of money, and I done reached out to the support. I even paid for the blue check mark to get verified. So when you do that, you have to show your license and you pay the money. Why am I paying $14.99 a month and I'm verified and I can't get the answers I need? So that's money. I got proof. Okay. I keep everything, screenshots, all of it. I got proof. And I can't seem to recollect why I'm not getting paid. They got my W-9. They got my it's a W-8E3 or N or something like that. There's another form. And then they have my updated, did I say driver's license? Driver's license. So everything is upgraded. I ain't got nothing on there that's violating nothing. Music, no. Cussing, no. Everything that's on there is me with food, my grandkids, just little vlogs or whatever. And even if I did have something on there, I had one on there with the Reverend T.D. Jakes. I took that off. Nothing. And you still got my money? Anyhow, I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Today is Thursday, y'all. Ooh. 10, 12, 20, 13, 20. I was going to say 2013. Why was I going to say 2013? I know why. Anyhow, 2023. I'm gonna come back on. Probably, if not today, tomorrow. But I'm gonna come back on. Story time. I want everybody to know a little bit about me. You can share, hit the notification, subscribe, and I love everyone. And I say that wholeheartedly.